I'm trying to see if Tony's in this truck right here. I don't know where he's at right now. I'll give you guys an update in a second. Wait for some people to come in. I should go ask him, say, hey, is Tony in there? So Tony's not at court yet. He's still not even at court yet. And so essentially, if he's not put on the bus in the next hour, then he will not see a judge until Monday. Matt Presto said, I thought the charges weren't real. They're real. They're real as fuck. Those charges are real as fuck. I mean, if they're fake, then everything that Tony's going through right now. So here's a sense. This is unconfirmed. This is me speculating and kind of going by the language that was used. So Tony is not even in the courthouse yet. He hasn't been put on the bus yet. He's still over in Men's Central or whatever. The problem he has is, I guess he faked like he was having a panic attack or whatever. And so they put him in a medical. And I'm guessing because he's been put in medical, they have to do all that other shit, test before they could release him to come to court. So he may have fucked himself up because the way it was told in there, it's a light day for them. There's only 2 people in the holding pen. They could have easily brought him over here and had him do his hearing, this morning, but they haven't. And so they're going to see if he's not if he's not on the bus by 12 o'clock, then he's not going to come at all. He'll be in jail until Monday. It'll be a long weekend. Remember, it's going to be about 75, 78 degrees. He's going to miss out on all that. Poor guy. Poor guy. So yeah, I've got about an hour to find out. Quite honestly, I can find out about a half an hour. They'll know within like a half an hour, 45 minutes, but they've done so much looking up stuff and making phone calls to me. I don't really want to press them too hard. They've done enough. And they said that they feel bad for me if I had come all this way on a beautiful day and there isn't court. And I'm like, little do they know, that's exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want. I don't want them. I don't want him coming today. I want him to spend the weekend. So yeah, I went over, tried to make a public comment in Public Works, spoke for about 30 seconds, and they told me I'm off topic because general comment is over. I had to speak on specific issues. I told them off. Full of shit commissions. So yeah, it's just a waiting game. I'm just waiting to find out what Tony's up to. Like I said, he probably would have been here if he didn't do all that dramatic shit, faking like he was having a panic attack. You bitch ass motherfucker, you did all this drama you caused, all this shit, and then you're whining about, I'm having a panic attack. My little heart is beating so fast. I'm having a panic attack. My name is Tony D'Amato. He's 5'8". That's what it says on his booking. He's 5'8". This guy was talking about he was going to do something to me. He's 5'8". 5'8". Little munchkin ass. So yeah, it's just a waiting game now. It's taking some time, but I don't care. I'm having fun. I cannot wait to see him in that holding pen. Oh yeah, when I was out here earlier, there was a whole ass fight going on out here. One guy was fighting 3 girls, and they kind of whooped up on him. They took his phone, threw it in the street. It was crazy. So yeah, just a waiting game now. His ex said he was 5'2". Is he? So maybe he was lying when he said he was 5'8". Maybe he's actually shorter than that. Dodge did say in his live that he was surprised by how small he was. Then he said he was surprised how short Dodge was, and I don't think Dodge is short. I think Dodge is 5'10"-ish. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You want him to be in over the weekend? Yeah. Yeah. Remember, he doesn't have access to the internet. No phone, no computer, no TV. Just sitting in a room. He might be in a cell with 6, 8 people. And they're probably saying, hey, Pops, what you in there for? What you in here for? And he's going to lie. I was fighting with the police officers. I got into a fight, a rumble with 10 bikers. Little did I know he was harassing a little kid, a 16-year-old kid. Talking about doing all types of stuff to him and his mother. What's up, Jackie? So yeah, I mean, this is just dunking time on Tony.
So
Just dunking on Tony. A-Rod beating up on women with no, I don't know what that is. 5'8", 6 feet in heels. He might be 6 feet in heels. I mean, 5'8" in heels. He might be a 5'4", but 5'8" in heels. Yeah, killing time. I don't know what to do. There's nothing to speak on in city council to go across there. I have my snack already. I kind of wanted to just go sit in a car and take a little nap. Dunkin' Tony's Donuts. It's my dog, you still doing them bad. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Tony's your dog? You're a fucking child predator friend? What's wrong with you? The man who did the most damage to Tony was Tony. He got his big mouth shut. So I was actually just sitting in court and somebody was given, so you have like a restraining orders, but then you have a protective order. And the guy, in this case, the city attorney is going to be asking for a protective order, a criminal protective order. And one of the things that the judge was explaining to this person who was getting a criminal protective order right now is you're not allowed to do anything to annoy the victim. Annoy. You can't do anything to annoy. So all his little games he plays about how talking shit about Solomon and his family by using little code words, that violates his thing. Essentially, until trial, he will not be able to talk about Solomon or his family. After trial or plea, he will go to jail. He's going to jail. And he'll spend a year, 2 years, 3 years in jail. And then when he gets out, he will have probation. So it's going to be years before he mentions Solomon's name again. If he does mention it, he'll go right to jail. So I'm hoping what happened. I think it's important to send a message. Guys, let's do this once again. You should be emailing Heidi Feldstein Soto. I'm trying to get the email for Heidi's deputy. All right, guys. So you should reach out to Heidi Feldstein Soto and email her and say, hey, listen, this guy right here is a danger to the community. It's not just Solomon and his family that he harasses, but he harasses lots of people. And you truly believe that he will end up harassing Solomon and his family still. So therefore, you want to email her and say that you demand that part of his stipulation for his bail is that he is not allowed to use social media. You should also email Heidi and say that you want this guy to be held accountable for real. No slap on the wrist. This guy needs to go to jail for years. I mean, technically, he's facing up to 25 years or 26 years. But he needs to go to jail for years. For years. 1 second, guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the emails for Heidi's deputies. I want everybody to, I would say call the city attorney, but I already know, I've been dealing with them for years. They never answer the phone. It's rare. No, they do answer the phone, but it's rare. If you can try calling and letting them know that this guy needs to be held accountable, do it. Email Heidi and let her know he needs to be held accountable. It needs to be real. That this guy is a danger to not just, if he's doing this to this child, he'll do it to other children. So, it's, like I said, there's things that we could do to put pressure. Remember, government, they don't do anything unless you pressure them. You got to pressure them hard. So put the pressure on him. Like I said, this is a kid. Everybody likes Solomon. Solomon is worth protecting. He needs to be protected. So we're going to protect him. Contact the city attorney. Contact him. Post it on your social media. Ask other people to email. Can you do a community post with the list of emails, please? Diane, that is so smart. I absolutely will do that. Absolutely will. Absolutely will. I would actually, so Wilshire Division, I would imagine that would be Katie Yaroslavsky's district, the councilwoman. I think we need to contact the councilwoman and tell her that this guy needs to be held accountable. I'll post that too. Need to contact Katie Yaroslavsky and let her know that what this guy, this predator, he's a predator, guys. He's a predator. What he's doing is unacceptable. And if they aren't going to hold him accountable, the city council, the councilwoman, or the city attorney, and we'll hold them accountable. They're all running for re-election next year. I think Katie's running for re-election next year. If they don't hold them accountable, then we'll hold them accountable. We'll show up their campaign events being loud, confronting them, ask them, hey, why aren't you doing more to protect the community from this guy, from this child predator? LA Deb says she's doing it right now. She'll email it to me soon. Awesome. And then I'll post it on my community tab. And like I said, everybody can get involved. You don't have to like me to look out for Solomon. You know what I'm saying? You do this for Solomon. And it's more than just Solomon. It's for the good of the city. It's good for whatever's left of this Scientology movement. It's good for. We have to let people know that, let the Church of Scientology know. Remember, this guy is an agent of the Church of Scientology. We got to let them know that there's a price to pay for them coming after people, harassing people, abusing children, right? We could sit there and say no more kids in Scientology. Why don't we protect the kid who's being attacked by Scientology too, right? Please reshare how Scientology has affected my life. It's not about me. They told me to suck their cock. That's what it did. Then they attacked me nonstop, harassed me, taking me to court using their agents of Scientology, whether it be Joey or a degree of separation with Francois Coster. Joey got served with some shit. He has to turn over his tax returns and financials by, I think, March 10th. Let me see. Yeah, he has to turn over. He was served with debtors' interrogatories and document demands. So he's going to have to turn over his tax returns and all that shit and prove that he has no money. You have to prove you have no money. Don't say you have no money now, but on your last year's tax return showing you're getting money from. He said in court that he's a highly successful animator for whatever it was, Pixar or whatever. Okay, you're successful, Joey. Good. Pay up. I think my lawyers deserve to get their $150,000. Oh, God. That would stress me out. Like, oh, my God, I owe him $150,000. My God, what am I going to do? I think I just had to leave the country. I was like, fuck it, I can't do it. Have Joey walking around, stomping around like he won. I have to run from him. Fuck that. Funny how shit reversed. Pulled out that reverse Uno card. Pow! Take that, Joey. How's that feel? And Francois, you too. What else have they done? They brought my son. They attacked my dead son. They've done a lot. So they gotta pay for it. It doesn't just go away. Like I said, I'm taking a break from the Scientology shit because for the next year and a half, I'm focused on police and politicians. Not that I won't have a little things to do here and there when it's worth it. Essentially ran their ass back. They started creeping out for like 2 weeks from the test center and their asses ran back inside now. Or barely, they're not doing much. Kenya, what's going on? He was supposed to surrender his firearm to the courts, but said he gave it to a random cop, but doesn't know the name of the cop. Well, that's a really smart thing to say. That's a really smart thing to say. ZDT created a Toy Story movie. Stick it to them. I will. As best I can. What's going on? Down the Rabbit Hole News. How are you? Yeah, we're just chilling. I'll go back in 10 minutes, see if there's an update. They've been so helpful with giving me information. Very pleased with service today. It's a good day, guys. It's a good day. What am I going to do with the rest of my day? It's Friday. I don't know. What time is it? 11? Let's say he doesn't have court today. Let's hope it is. If not, I'm going to be here till like 4 o'clock. But let's say he doesn't have court today. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. I'll probably go for a jog, or I'll go to Runyon Canyon. Solomon's in the chat. He says, any updates? Just waiting to see if a certain somebody has been put on the bus, or if he's going to be put on a bus. But they said they'll know the last bus out of there, I believe, is at 12 o'clock, and they'll see if he'll be able to make it. If not, I'll see you on Monday. I'll come back on Monday morning. Does anything good happen on Monday morning? I mean, because technically, like I said, he got arrested yesterday, booked yesterday. They don't really have to have him. They have 48 business hours, I believe, to put him in front of the judge. So far it's been 24 hours. And then at 4:30, the time cuts off. Then the weekend doesn't count toward that. And so they really have until Monday afternoon to have him come to court. Take your time, guys. Take your time. I'm in no... They're acting like, oh, man, I know you're in a rush. I'm in no rush. Take it. I'm fine with him not showing up today. I'm fine with that. I don't care about making a trip. The trip it's 6.5 miles from here to Long Beach. With traffic, it's 20 minutes. With no traffic, it's 10. I'm ready to lay down, though. I'm tired as hell. Freezing in Michigan, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. It's part of the reason why I left New York, because I couldn't do that. Now, I'm just going to show you this. I know it's freezing in Michigan, but man, that's a good forecast. See, I'm a little disappointed because today it's 75 and 75 tomorrow. Personally, I prefer 76, but I'll make do with 75. Then we have 77, 75, 79, 85 on Wednesday, 83 on Thursday. Yeah. But yeah, now this is really good weather the next couple of days. This has been a great time for Tony to pretend like he was going on a ride and picking up some women that we all know it's full of shit. It doesn't happen. But he at least like to pretend that he does those things. And he's going to miss out on pretending that he does that stuff over the weekend. Most likely. Jess is dealing with 26 degrees. Is Jessica in the chat? Jessica is full for going to New Jersey and getting stuck in that 26 degrees. I know for a fact, Jessica, she always talks about she loves this weather. Jessica, you'll be back by the time it's 85 next week? Jessica's not only missing that, she's missing... There's a whole lot of fun that's happening out here. I have a feeling that on Sunday there's going to be some big protests in LA, because on the 23rd is when they're supposed to start making ice raids throughout LA. That's at least the talk. We'll see if it's followed through. And so the protests might not only be wild, but just kind of, let's say, angry, you know? Damn, brother, looking like Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean is a white man, I'm a black man. Well, half and half, I guess. Make Scientology raids. That's good. Raid the blue building. LA Dev says, I'm nervous for people. I'm with you on that. DEA is in the area already. The black Mr. Clean. Yeah, it's not Mr. Clean, it's Daddy Clean. Black Weegian. I'm Afro-Weegian. That's what my mom calls me. She said I'm Afro-Weegian. Half black, half Norwegian. Man, I got time to kill. I might just go over to Hugo's office. See, you can walk into there, hardly ever done. You're allowed to ask for public documents, like right there on the spot. I could walk in there and whatever's sitting on the person's desk in the office, I could say, hey, I want to see that. Let me see the paperwork that's on your desk. I want to see that right now. This is a public request. They'll try to fight it, but then it could become a whole thing. I might be able to get dual citizenship. You know, it's funny you mentioned that, because I met somebody from Norway who told me the same thing. No idea why this is in the recommended videos. What's this about, guys? Oh, you're in for a treat. So we are here dunking on a guy who is a child predator who's going to show up in court in a little while. He's charged with 26 charges of stalking, cruelty to a child, and violating a restraining order. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to smile. I think it's something worth smiling about. A little bit of justice. So you're in the right place. If you wanted to see a child predator get dunked on, you're in the right place, buddy. You're in the right place. That's why it's in your for yous and your recommended. This is 100% recommended for it. I respect you, bro. First time here. I appreciate that, Hood Rich Ways. I already like your name. I like that. So yeah, nobody's happy with a child predator. No one out here abusing kids. Well, this guy, and his name is Anthony D'Amato. If you aren't familiar with him, that's my guy right there. He was captured. Doesn't he look like it? Doesn't he look the part? Come on now. You trying to tell me that's not a creep? Look at that. Listen, I don't want to influence the jury pool, but you see that cretin come into the courthouse, you say guilty. What's he charged with? That's what they'll be like. They'll be like, what's he charged with? Oh, guilty. Guilty. Look at him. Just look at him. Listen, you shouldn't judge anybody by their looks unless they look like this. Then you know he's guilty. Come on now. That's guilty, right? That's guilt. Pure guilt. I need to make up some new pictures. I'm going to go over to FedEx later and print them out. I'm going to do an update later on. I'm going to put like a bunch of flyers behind me with captured and beware. So yeah, he got captured. You know what I'm saying? I believe in holding cops accountable. You know me, I'm a big time police critic, but I'm not criticizing the cops over this one. I'm not happy with the city attorney. I think she's corrupt. I think she's a buffoon. But she charged the guy, so, hey, Heidi Feldstein Soto. And guys, you can do this too. When you email the city attorney, when you say you want this guy held accountable, you can also say to her, hey, Heidi, thank you for getting this guy off the street. We already feel safer. So you can say thank you to her. If you want to email, fuck it, you want us to do this. Let me pull up Perez, the detective in this case. Let me pull up his information. What the hell is wrong with those websites? Also, all right. Damn. Got another email from another email address. So this is Denise Mills from the city attorney's office. It's Denise. Why is it not focusing? DENISE.Mills. Why is it not focusing? Jesus. This Denise.Mills, DENISE.MILLS@lacity.org. Somebody else to email from our office. Why will it not focus on that? It's pissing me off. You can email her and say, hey, we need to hold this cretin accountable. Why are we leaking the email? That's the city attorney's email. I'm asking people to email. Get this person on my chat. Bye. Why are we leaking email? Shut your fucking mouth. I wish I knew your email. Email them, let them know, hold this child predator accountable. All right, guys, I'm about to go back in and check. The next update I have will be whether or not he'll be in court today or not. Hopefully he's not. Oh, God, what did Karen Bass just tweet? What? Karen Bass just fired the fire chief. Holy shit. Acting in the best interest of Los Angeles public safety and for the operation of Los Angeles Fire Department, I have removed Kristen Crowley as fire chief. 1,000 firefighters were sent home on Crowley's watch the day the fire's broken out. She's still trying to blame Crowley. Again, it's in the paper. There's an article written on it. I believe it was CNN. They were sent home because there were not enough fire trucks because they were fucking broken. I can't believe she's doing this. I'm just shocked. I'm sorry, guy. I got caught up with this. This is outrageous. I have spent so much time and effort looking into this situation to find out the truth. And I'm telling you, I have documented. I went over to the fire yard not far from here in Lincoln Heights, and I saw rows and rows of fire trucks, ladder trucks, that were out of commission because we cut their budget. We removed 21 positions for maintenance of fire trucks. She needs to be recalled for this. I can't believe this. I'm infuriated. Sorry, guys. I just had to tweet about it. I'm infuriated by this, man. Like I said, I've done so much research on the whole situation that happened. I'm going to have to do a whole nother video on this again. Because Crowley has been coming to the city hall for years, begging Karen Bass to fully fund her, saying we are understaffed, our equipment is broken, and Karen Bass keeps on cutting her budget. I'm shocked by this, guys. Why is she doing that? Why would she? She really thinks like she can put all the blame on Crowley. It's her fault. Now, listen, there's gonna be listen. If anybody out there, if you know where Karen Bass is gonna be a public engagement, sometimes she'll do like these public engagements at like dinners where it costs like $75 to get in. I don't care. I will pay any price to get in there. I will fucking roast her. I'm infuriated right now. I'm infuriated right now. If there was somebody in our city government who was worth defending, it was Fire Chief Crowley. She didn't deserve this. Like, I'm ready to throw my phone. I'm so infuriated by this. You talk about corruption, man. Look, I'm getting a million texts right now about this. Talk about corruption. Actually, I really hope they say he's on the bus. I want to go home. I want to do a whole video just on this and how this is absolute bullshit. I'm infuriated by this. How could this happen? She's that shameless? Always with you. Thank you for all the live streams. Anthony thought he can get away with this. Got him. Streets used towards flyers, please. I will put the attorney email and comments. Need to protest Karen Bass. I 100% use all of that towards flyers. 100%. I will match it. I'll do $200 worth of flyers. I'm beside myself right now. I don't know what to say, man. Yo, all I gotta say is, I don't know if reporters are watching this channel. I know they watch my Film the Police stuff. I don't know if they're watching this channel. You reporters in LA, you guys need to fucking hammer her over this. She needs to answer for this non-stop. Non-stop. And remember, she tried to fire the fire chief like a month ago, and she called her into her office because she was going to speak to her, and it was reported she was going to fire her. And at the last moment, they changed. I guess Karen Bass changed her mind. How is she blaming the? I don't know what to say, man. I don't even. Guys, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna end the stream because I'm just gonna keep on saying I can't believe this. I'm in shock right now. I'm so fucking disgusted and infuriated. I am angry on the verge of tears. Angry. Is the other defendant supposed to turn himself in? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm gonna go check on this. If you guys want to listen to me rant on the way home, I might rant on Film the Police channel on the way home because I don't know. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody.